It's probably been a couple of weeks for you, but it's literally been a couple of minutes for me. And we're back with even more PS Vita pickups. Like I said in episode 1 and 2, over the past month I've made about 40 to 50 PS Vita pickups, and I've decided to break those down into episodes of 10 pickups each. And this week in episode 3, we've got some heavy hitters for the collection. So kick off your shoes and relax your socks while we check out this week's awesome PS Vita pickups. Now, if you love the PS Vita, then you are in the right place, because here on the Chronik Spartan gaming channel, we love everything about the PlayStation Vita and all other retro gaming handhelds. If that sounds like your kind of thing, then hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss out on future content. Now, let's get into these awesome pickups. First off is we've got Batman Blackgate. And this is a game that I've always been intrigued by and wanted to pick up for the PlayStation Vita. It's a side-scrolling version of the Batman Arkham games, and it looks absolutely glorious, mixed in with some kind of comic book / cartoon cutscenes. While for some people it might not live up to the home console qualities of the original Batman games, this looks like a stunning game to play in the palm of your hand, and one I'm really happy to have in the collection. Next up, we've got Disgaea III. Now, in terms of strategy RPGs, I don't really have any experience, but they are a genre I really want to get into, and from what I've read and from what I've checked out, the Disgaea series sounds like a great series to go for. Now, I checked out this Disgaea 3 and Disgaea 4 on the PS Vita, and I decided I'm going to go for Disgaea 4. I'm going to play that one first. Somehow I ended up ordering Disgaea 3, I didn't even realize it, but I'm not complaining because this sounds as much fun as Disgaea 4, and one I can't wait to try for what will be the really first strategy RPG I complete if I complete this one. But one I'm definitely glad to have in the collection either way. Next up, and we've got another trilogy / collection, the Jak and Daxter trilogy. What can I say? Jak and Daxter, fantastic game that started on the PS2. My personal favorite is Jak and Daxter 2. A lot of people don't like that one. I like the free roaming, grittier vibes of it, you know, the kind of GTA inspired world. And playing that in the palm of your hand is just absolutely fantastic. This is another collection I already had in digital format, but what I'm really happy to have in the collection is these trilogies seem to be going up and up in price and harder to find. So this rounds out now, we've got the Sly Cooper trilogy, Ratchet and Clank, and Jak and Daxter. Those are the three kind of 3D platformer trilogies that I think round out the collections for the PlayStation Vita. In terms of other collections, we've got the Metal Gear Solid HD collection, and I'll also be looking to get the God of War collection as well. Next up, and this is brand new sealed, Retro City Rampage DX. Retro City Rampage, what a fantastic game inspired by the original Grand Theft Auto. Now, I first played Shakedown Hawaii on the Nintendo Switch. I've got that in digital format, and I will be looking for Shakedown Hawaii on the Vita, but I'm so happy to have the first of those two games in the collection, Retro City Rampage for the Vita, and one I cannot wait to rip open the cellophane on and get stuck into, because I love the original Grand Theft Auto, and if this is anything like Shakedown Hawaii, I'm gonna absolutely love this game as well. And not an easy one to find either at that. Next, if we're talking about not easy to find, we've got Muv-Luv Alternative, another visual novel that I've wanted to get in the collection for ages. Now, this is the second in the series. There's Muv-Luv and there's Muv-Luv Alternative. These are pretty damn hard to find. I was fortunate enough to find a really low priced one of these on eBay. This went for £35, most of them around about 60. Now, I've seen the original Muv-Luv. I can import it from the US for around about 50 to 60 quid, but I have seen listings going for around about the £30–35 mark as well, so I'm going to wait on that one. As it stands, I'm just happy to have this in the collection. I'm going to wait on this one because I want to play the games in order, but I'm really happy that this is there already waiting for me to dust off and play once I've gotten through the original Muv-Luv. Whether that's in physical or digital format, I don't know, we'll wait and see. Now we're hitting the visual novels hard, and we've got Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. What can I say? If you love the PS Vita, you know about this game. Again, I've got the Danganronpa series in digital format, but these are games I really wanted to have in physical format, because although these are available on the PlayStation 4, and I'm sure they'll be available for the Nintendo Switch in the future, the PS Vita, I think, is really where Danganronpa really started to shine. And that's where I want to experience these games for the first time. So I've got the first one in the series, so I'm set to go with that. Next up, last week we had Ninja Gaiden Sigma Plus, and this week we've got Ninja Gaiden Gaiden Sigma Plus 2. Now this one is the harder of the two games for me to find. Like I said, with Ninja Gaiden Sigma Plus, I had to order that about 4 or 5 times before I got it. This, I think it was on my 10th order, it finally came through. Either way, I'm really happy to have it in the collection, and another nice clean example. That's one thing I can say about CEX. They get a lot of flack, I think, for retro games, specifically in the cartridge era. But when it comes to the PS Vita games and games of this style, everything I've gotten from them has been squeaky clean, like really good quality. I've had no complaints whatsoever. Maybe it's testament to the PS Vita collectors out there who look after the games, or maybe CX are doing a good job with these, I don't know. But either way, I've been really happy with my pickups. Did we say God of War collection before? I think we did, and it's right here. So that rounds out the top 5 collections that I think of in terms of remakes and remasters on the PS Vita. Like I said, we've got the Sly, Ratchet & Clank trilogy, Jak and Daxter trilogy, Metal Gear Solid, and now we've got the God of War collection. I played the original God of War, but God knows how I didn't manage to play God of War 2 and its follow-on games either. So I'm going to finish off God of War 2 on this, on the PS Vita, and then I'm going to jump onto the 3 and then the follow-on games on the home consoles as well. But I cannot wait to get stuck into this awesome Kratos adventure on the PS Vita. Now here's an interesting one, Phineas and Ferb. On this, it's called Il Giorno del Dotto Doofenshmirtz, and I did know the name of this, but I can't remember it now. But this is the Italian release of it. It's sealed, brand new. Like I said, I don't mind having games from Italy, from Spain, from France, wherever. Most of the time, PAL games are available to play in English and all the other languages that these games release for. The fact that the cover is different, I actually kind of like, to be honest. Now, when I checked this out, Phineas and Ferb, I enjoy the series, what can I say? It's a guilty pleasure of mine. And when I looked at the gameplay on this, it looks really good. Like some good, fun 3D platforming action. This is a guilty pleasure kind of game that I just cannot wait to get stuck into, and I know my son's going to have a fun time with this as well. So another awesome brand new game for the collection. And we talked about Disgaea 3 before. I did order that by accident, but I still got Disgaea 4 in the end because I found a good deal on it. So I don't know. Maybe I've got a problem here, you tell me, but we've got Disgaea 4 in the collection as well. Now, I'm not sure which one to play first. I know they don't affect each other's storyline, they don't follow on, so anybody who's got experience out there, what do you reckon, Disgaea 3 or Disgaea 4 first? Either way, I've got them both in the collection ready to go. Now that rounds it out for this week's pickups, and like I said, there's plenty more to come. I'll be recording that episode in a few minutes, and for you it'll pop out in a couple of weeks. So if you don't want to miss out on that, hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you find out when that drops. And once again, thank you for watching and see you next time.